Hi everyone, it's Kelly here from Spiritual Awakening Signs, and today we have a very exciting masterclass. It is how to activate your Earth Star chakra. This is a secret, lesser known chakra. Not many people know about this at all, even in the spiritual fields. It is the secret key to grounding and balance through super rooting. And we're going to talk about what that really means, super rooting. And I'm sure that you're just going to love it. It's really exciting stuff. So we've got quite a lot to get through today because of the type of chakra that we're working with. It's very, very special and it's very different. Okay, you've probably never come across it before. But in this video, we're going to talk about what that secret Earth Star chakra actually is and why its energy anchoring power can really ground your energies and elevate them at the same time. It's very, very special because it's the only chakra that can really do both of those things at one time. We're going to talk about the significance and the power of this rarely known chakra and how it can calm chaos and imbalance, even for the most challenging of awakenings. If your awakening has been messy, if it's been difficult, if it's all over the place, this is the chakra that you want to be focusing on. We're also going to cover urgent signs that you've become disconnected from Earth's energies and you need super rooting quick. Of course, we'll talk about that. And of course, we've always got a step-by-step system that you can use, and we've got 3 steps to activate your Earth Star chakra for ultimate grounded stability and awakening relief. It really is very special. So let's get right into the content. Now, the first thing that I want you to know, if there's only one thing that you take away from today's masterclass, this is the most important thing. The process of spiritual awakening disconnects us entirely from our rooted earth connection, okay? And it has a good reason, it has a purpose for this. That kind of abrupt disconnection that we have from that earthly grounding actually enables us to align more easily with higher frequencies, with higher vibrations in general. It helps increase our spiritual abilities and it raises our consciousness as well. So it has a purpose, this disconnect from the earth energies, but it's only supposed to be a temporary break. It's not a long-term thing. And if you don't fully reground and anchor your energies once your awakening has started, it can wreak total havoc in your normal daily life. So life starts to feel confusing, it starts to feel like an unmanageable disaster. I know there will be people listening to this and acknowledging and recognising that in themselves. Suddenly none of the usual grounding methods that we would usually use, any of the practices that we've used before, they're not strong enough to really plug us back in to that stabilising energy of the earth. In fact, nothing will seem to work no matter what you try, no matter what you practice. It just doesn't seem to work. And I think probably more people will be going, yep, I can resonate with that. However, there is a secret solution to this very common spiritual awakening challenge, and it's not what you would expect. And this is advanced level ascension information. So I hope that you're ready for it. It's definitely really cool. So one thing I want you to know is that you need to ground your energies. When you're going through spiritual awakening, you need to ground your energies, but not through the root chakra, through the little known Earth Star chakra. If you've never heard of it, don't worry. Few people actually know about it or how life stabilizing and chaos calming and ascension assisting it can actually be. It's a fantastic chakra to work with. And it actually exists below the physical body. So this is what makes it different. It's not just these central chakras that everyone kind of knows and is familiar with. It exists about a foot below the soles of your feet. So energy extends further down from your body. And it is there, it really is a portal to manifest grounding, to establish a real connection with Earth and Earth's frequencies. And that's what holds you steady. That's the thing that holds you so steady that you feel you can become even more highly vibrational than you are now. That's why this chakra is so special. So for people who are going through the spiritual awakening process, it can be even more grounding than using the root chakra and bringing that security and stability into place. And you might recognize this if you've been doing a lot of root chakra work, trying to get yourself earthed and anchored, and it's not working, then you want to be using this Earth Star chakra, because it really is so effective for people on the spiritual awakening pathway. And the other thing I want to mention is that awakening as a process has changed quite considerably in recent years. So now it's not so much about how we can reach higher vibrational levels, because we're already naturally doing that. That's what I'm seeing all the time. Everybody is naturally starting to raise their vibration, but now it's about utilising, some of the lesser known chakras, and particularly this forgotten chakra, so that it can hold you so securely and so steady that you become able to maintain an even higher vibrational level, purely because you're being held in such security and stability. So this is where there's a kind of shift in perspective. It's actually because it's so grounding that it can help you so much with ascension. It's really wonderful, and you never need to worry about losing balance, because you've got those two halves working in unison. So let's talk a little bit more about the Earth Star chakra and why it is the secret key to reaching higher spiritual vibrations through super rooting. So like I said, I'm going to keep saying it throughout the masterclass, because I really want you to take this away with you. The process of spiritual awakening disconnects us temporarily from our rooted earth connection. And of course, it's only meant to be temporary. So if you don't reground, if you don't anchor your energies after your awakening process has started, things are going to start to get messy. Life's going to start to get imbalanced. That's when things start to feel really, really overwhelming. And normal everyday tasks can feel like too much. That's when you know that this is starting to shift, and it really needs some assistance. So, like I said, you need to work not necessarily through the root chakra, but through the Earth Star chakra, a foot below the soles of your feet, because it's got a different connection. It's so connected to the earth. It is really those stabilizing frequencies. It's a different sort of energy entirely. Now, actually, this chakra is quite often referred to as the super root chakra. So, it's even one step further than the root chakra. It's the super root, because that should give you a sense of just how powerful the anchoring with this chakra can be. It is a very profound energetic centre. I would consider it to be a little known portal to manifest grounding, to create a real rooted connection with the earth and earth's frequencies. And that it really helps to level out your physical world. So this is where I'm talking about balance coming in. It's about really leveling out your physical 3D daily life. It's very, very powerful. And of course, we want to make ourselves nice and steady so we can reach those higher spiritual heights. That's very, very important too. But I want to talk about some of the signs that you might have been disconnected from Earth's energies, as we all do in spiritual awakening, and you probably need super rooting. We're going to get into a bit more about that. So the first thing I would say is, let's be completely real about it. The spiritual awakening process appears seamless from the outside, but the reality can be quite different. And I can laugh about it now, and I can be lighthearted about it, but some of those experiences, when you're moving through awakening, are pretty scary and really intense, very, very challenging. It takes a really strong soul to get through that, and I know that you guys are. But in my years of guiding people through their spiritual awakening, and amongst my own experience as well, I've noticed the patterns of people becoming drastically disconnected from the earth's energies. It's a very frequent occurrence, unfortunately, and it causes derailment, destabilisation. It's a commonly shared symptom of this spiritual awakening process, and it might even have happened to you too. I have no doubt it really is that common. I know what it takes to break free of this, and it is very, very simple to implement, no matter how bad things have gotten, but you need to know how. So before we dive into the solution, I want to talk a little bit more about the urgent signs that you want to be looking out for, that you may have become disconnected from Earth's grounding energy. So here we go. The signs are: life seems to be falling apart. You feel maybe like you're having an emotional breakdown. You might feel unable to cope with normal everyday life, you might feel totally overwhelmed. And often these things have no seeming cause. That's what's quite challenging about them. You'll be struggling to balance or maintain anything. It'll be really difficult for you to keep that routine and balance. The structure of life will feel like it's missing. So again, balance, structure, stability, all those foundations just don't seem to be there. You might feel unplugged. This is very common. So feeling like you don't belong or you're not connected, you're not connected to anything. And fearing that you won't survive the awakening process. And this is a really common fear. So if that's coming up for you, don't worry, there's nothing wrong with you. Everyone goes through that at some point. And it is natural when you're going through something so hugely transformational that you question, am I going to be okay? But yes, of course you will. You'll absolutely be fine. Now, if any of those signs resonate with you, or are maybe true representations of your current experience, it is crucial that you ground yourself by super rooting, by aligning yourself with Earth's energies now. And of course, super rooting is when we use the Earth Star Chakra. It's not just about the root chakra, it's the Earth Star Chakra that actually sinks further into the earth and integrates us with Earth's frequencies. It's a much more connected experience that you'll get through the Earth Star Chakra purely because of its location below the feet and down into the earth. But I'm going to let you in on a little secret that I will probably guarantee that nobody is sharing with you about going through the spiritual awakening process. Your energies need to be anchored down, not up. Okay? That's going to sound really counterintuitive, and I know there'll be people listening to this and going, what? Your energies need to be anchored down, not up. And I'm going to explain why. And I've seen time and time again in my one-to-one client sessions that energy sensitives like us, we're already so high vibrational that when we engage in practices that raise our vibration, maybe we're working with crystals, maybe we're using incense, maybe we're doing some healing or energy healing, we're doing meditation, we can actively create the imbalance that causes the symptoms that we've just talked about. So the high vibrational souls like this really need to be anchored down to earth because their high frequencies are natural to them. They are much higher than anything else that you would usually get on this particular plane, and they require a bit more stabilization than the average person who isn't going through a spiritual awakening, just so that you can maintain that balance. Otherwise things get a little bit wobbly. Does that sound familiar? I'm sure that it does. If that is happening to you, please don't worry. It's actually a very, very common imbalance that happens to all of us on the awakening pathway at some point, but it can honestly be anchored in minutes by just activating your super rooting Earth Star Chakra, using that chakra to ground even more fully, to integrate with the Earth's energies, to really get the grounding that you need. So let's get into how to do that. So we're going to talk about the steps, 3 steps to activate your Earth Star Chakra for ultimate grounded stability. So like I said, really unlocking the potential of this chakra, because most people never work with it. They don't even know it's there. Unlocking the potential of that chakra really holds the key to calming the chaos that shows up so often in spiritual awakening. No matter how badly you've been ungrounded, no matter how messy your life has been or how imbalanced or for how long, they don't call it the super root chakra for nothing. This is really what you want to be using for cases where you're like, I've tried everything, I just can't seem to get things back in alignment since my awakening has started. Or you're going through a particularly challenging period within your awakening. So let's talk about the steps. So step 1 would be ground your energy with 3D integration. So it is natural that during awakening we tend to lean further and further towards all things spiritual, and we feel called there. We're guided to it. That's natural. But unfortunately, this sort of, you could probably call it spiritual obsession. That sort of spiritual obsession is a common stage of spiritual awakening that ultimately leads to a really severe disconnect with the 3D world. So you'll know if this is happening to you because you'll kind of start to become overwhelmed by normal everyday things, you'll be unable to handle them. So it might be something simple like going to the supermarket, or making small talk becomes really difficult, or following any sort of social convention. It just will feel pointless, it will feel inane, and you just won't want to be part of it. So that's when you know you've really become quite disconnected from Earth's energies. And that really uproots us terribly, because the more that we strain to reach higher and higher, the more practices we do and things that we bring into our space to try and raise our vibration even higher, we actually unintentionally unplug ourselves from the anchoring energies that are holding our balance, the anchoring energies of Mother Earth. And they would stabilise us, they would help us to effortlessly align with the higher frequencies and to maintain it long term as well. There's so many benefits to really super rooting through this chakra, but to rectify this, you want to focus on just simple everyday tasks, and I really mean this, simple everyday tasks that bring your focus both into the present moment and to bring your focus onto earthly life, okay? Which I know for most of us, we don't even want to go there, but if you can do this, it really will help. Good examples are maybe cleaning your home, cooking a meal from scratch, gardening, even exercising, just doing something that's going to bring the focus right into the present moment. It can help hugely. So step 2 is connect to Mother Earth's frequencies. Now, connecting to Mother Earth's frequencies is vital, because not only is it very, very powerfully grounding, but without it, the Earth Star chakra really has nothing to root itself to. Okay, so you need to connect to Mother Earth's frequencies to give it something to anchor itself to. Now, connecting to Earth's energies can be done in lots of different ways. So things like walking in nature, maybe a focused meditation, even through energy healing. And if you haven't truly felt connected to Earth's energies before, we would suggest using energy healing, because not only will it connect you to Mother Earth's frequencies, but it's got the added benefit of teaching your energies how to continue and maintain that connection, making that long-term grounding and life balance just so much easier, because your energies know how to do it. You're teaching them how, rather than just giving them this momentary grounding experience. You're saying that here's the pathway to this. It's training your energies to do it for you, so that it doesn't become such a challenge and hardship. And then step 3, the most exciting step. Don't forget, you have to do them all. Activate your Earth Star chakra through energy healing. Now, given that the Earth Star chakra's potential lies within its energetic frequency, using energy healing becomes a really powerful tool to quite quickly and really very easily align with its essence, even if you've never done it before. It's okay if you've never done it before, if you've never done energy healing, even if you've never worked with the chakras. You don't need to know this stuff to be able to gain the benefit from this. But further than that, if you can use an energy healing meditation as your go-to practice, it really ensures that instant anchoring if and when the threat of imbalance shows up in the future. Because sometimes you're going through awakening and then it seems like everything's okay, and all of a sudden the world just turns on its side, it seems, and you're like, well, I have no idea, how did this get so messy, what is going on? That would be the time that you would want to use the energy healing meditation to get that super rooting immediately and feel the relief of that inner balance, just bringing it right back into balance before it gets a chance to play out. Very, very important. So hopefully from what you've heard, you're interested in activating your Earth Star chakra's potential. Our approach uses energy healing, and it's a method that not only establishes that connection with Mother Earth's frequencies, but also enhances its super grounding power, and it really ensures a more prolonged resonance with this life-altering frequency, because it really can shift your life. It's fantastic. So we're going to talk more about that in just a second, but let's just have a little recap of the things that we've covered so far, because we've covered a lot in quite a short time. So we talked about how the process of spiritual awakening actively disconnects us from our rooted earth connection in order to raise our vibration, help us connect with our spiritual abilities and raise our consciousness. But if you don't ground and anchor your energies after that experience and after awakening has begun, you're going to find that your life and your awakening gets really messy really fast. So you need to ground your energies say it with me, not through the root chakra, but through the earth star chakra, that chakra that is 1 foot below the soles of your feet, extending down into Mother Earth. Now, we also covered that the activating the earth star chakra can be even more grounding than the root chakra for really intense awakening experiences. We covered urgent signs that you've become disconnected from earth's frequencies and need super rooting quick. So life seems to be falling apart, feel like you're having an emotional breakdown, unable to cope with everyday life, feeling totally overwhelmed and struggling to maintain balance or maintain anything at all. The structure of life is missing, feeling unplugged, like you don't belong or you're not connected, and fearing that you won't survive the awakening process, which of course you will. 3 techniques to activate your earth star chakra for ultimate grounded stability. Step 1 was to ground your energy with 3D integration. Step 2 was to connect to Mother Earth's frequencies. And step 3 was to activate your earth star chakra through energy healing, so that we're creating that pathway. Your system knows how to do it all by itself. Now, if you want some help with that, the great thing is you don't need to go to energy healers, you don't need to undergo extensive training or invest in costly repeated sessions. If you're ready to bring relief to your awakening by activating your earth star chakra to get super rooted right now, then you can take a look at our brand new meditation, the Earth Star Chakra Connection. And this meditation is specifically created to help you to activate your Earth Star Chakra, tune into Mother Earth's core frequencies, and for that rooted Earth connection, that ultimate grounded stability that can be so elusive when you're going through spiritual awakening. It's very helpful. And the best part is you can get started in about 10 minutes time. And our meditations really are truly unique. We combine the benefits of traditional guided meditation with energy healing and activations. And it's just like having a personalised energy healing from me, because I work with high vibrational spirit guides who are dedicated to helping us on the awakening pathway. And when you listen to these meditations, they'll go to work on your behalf, adjusting and altering what they're doing, all the activations, everything that you get is completely personalised to you, your energy and your awakening. Of course, these meditations are really helpful because they can be part of your spiritual awakening toolbox, and they can be used repeatedly to uplift you, to rebalance you over and over again. Anytime you feel that you need that rebalance or grounding, you can just use it straight away from the comfort of your own home and at your own pace too, which is pretty awesome. Now, the meditation is going to help you to connect with Mother Earth's core frequencies, to integrate your soul more fully here on the earth plane for a greater sense of belonging. It's going to cultivate a sense of safety, security and stability. It's going to help you to sense a super rooted connection with the earth's frequencies, to calm the chaos of even the most out of control and challenging awakening process, and fully activate that rarely known earth star chakra, again, that is about 1 foot below the soles of your feet. So are you ready to activate your earth star chakra? I hope you are, because it's very exciting. Take a look below and see if it resonates with you.